Okay, chat, how we doing? Took a little bit of an extended BRB there. I'm still... Wow, Lamar is hot! Yeah, doing the scene... Or not scene switching, but the stream switching, rather. For YouTube, I'm still kind of getting the hang of while doing live. Yeah, you know, because you gotta make a new... So, like, when I end the stream on YouTube, right? Yeah, Brad, I just finished Kirby. Kirby's event is pretty short. It's a air ride event, so you can finish it in, I don't know, it took me, what, 40 minutes, if even? So, yeah, I even kind of padded Kirby out with a little bit of shopping around. But yeah, so when I cut the stream for YouTube, I cut the stream, I have to wait a little bit, then go back online, and during that time, I try to at least update the title, and then I try to update the description after I go live. And then I have to get the link and post it on Discord and then Twitter and Blue Sky. And then I went to go get myself a drink. But like, yeah, doing the YouTube stuff takes a good minute, because if for anybody that watches the YouTube VODs or even the YouTube videos, I almost, for every single video and stream, I will almost always write a completely new description. And it's nothing big. It's normally like a paragraph. Sometimes two, depending on what it is. But yeah, you know, like it comes off of the dome, and I you know, I want to make it some self-expression. So it takes a little bit to do all that. But anyway, we're here, and let me turn this volume back up, and let's get back to some Pokopia. Okay, and I forgot to close Air Riders. Lamau. For anybody that has a Switch too, do you have any keycard games? Or like, if you're getting a Switch too, are you getting any keycard games? Because quite frankly, there is no point to having a keycard over a digital download. You know what I mean? At least, on the surface. Now, I mean, the highlight of a keycard is you can at least buy, sell, trade it to a degree. Like, you can, like, if Toads had a Switch too, I could just be like, yo, you want to borrow Pokopia? Here you go. And that wouldn't be a problem, but like, part of the appeal of buying games physically is the fact you don't have to download a double-digit fucking game file. You know what I mean? Alright, well, there's a little bit of a spoiler right there. If you haven't kept up with the bonus episodes I've been putting out, which I put one out on Tuesday, but didn't get to talk about it, this week was not very good for you, boy. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, so we actually do have all three of the legendary beasts of Johto. Also, this is my first time booting the game up today, so we're gonna get up. And a Pokemon is the talk of the town. Head to the Pokemon Center to see it for yourself. Entei, please. Actually, there is a lot to go over, too. I don't even know the last time I streamed this game. So, before we go visit Jirachi, let's see how much new stuff there is. There's probably a ton of recipes, if I had to guess. Cool action shot of Raikou. I haven't really... Dude, when was the last time I fucking... When was the last time I got to show any of this off? I don't even know, dude. Here's some Xenoblade, so we'll just go from Xenoblade. Agestone flooring, Sand Cottage. Some rare Pokemetal was on sale. There was a gaming PC. Things with various descriptions, shop flooring. Oh, I do remember showing this off, the Alakazam, yeah. Brick flooring. Iron plating. Stylish Pokeball print, I kinda wanna try that out. An arcade machine. A game machine from a facility somewhere. It looks brand new, so it probably can still be turned on. Clearly, they haven't messed with technology, right? Magma fishing spot. Tiled roof. Night festival venue. That looks neat. Gravestone. There's some Adventures of Elliot, which is good. Oh yeah, this was a neat little room I found. Yeah, this was a cool little cave that I just happened upon when I was looking for treasure one day. I thought that was neat. It's actually right by the home in Bleak Beach, too. Starry Sky Wall. You know I gotta try and use that. That sounds awesome. Okay, yeah. So, I think I went over these. Actually, did I? I don't know if I did or not. Ah, that's the stuff. Hey, you! Have you tried the dirt here yet? Not gonna lie, it's pretty tasty. What? You don't eat dirt? Wow, that's too bad. For you. You gotta eat a ton if you want to grow big. Larvitar, the rock skin Pokemon, it feeds on soil. After it has eaten a large mountain, it will fall asleep so it can grow. And then right over here, next to Larvitar, we get Tyranitar in a very Pokemon anime moment. Rawr. Rawr. Oh, hello, someone there? Sorry if I startled you. If I don't let out a hearty bellow after waking up, I'll be sleepy all day. You know what I mean? I may not look it, but I'm actually quite a softie. Hope you won't be too scared of me, you hear? The armor Pokemon Tyranitar. Extremely strong, it can change the landscape. It is so insolent that it doesn't care about others. You guys remember when Tyranitar used to be OU? Large square rug. Boat door. Some hedge. Bench. I thought this house was funny because the entrance is literally to a cliff. The office storeroom. Why is it a bunch of ghost types? Menu board. Specials are written on this board, but it doesn't seem like Pokemon can actually read them. Plain life. Whatever Pokemon comes from that sounds horrible. This is a cool habitat. I think this is the first time I've gotten a habitat and I've had all the Pokemon, more than one, accessible from it. Music mat. Oh yeah, this was me showing off that you can't talk to Ho-Oh. You can push it around, which is neat. Later on, I actually did this a couple days ago. If you push around Lugia or Ho-Oh enough, they actually just despawn. They don't drop anything, they just fucking leave. Light marble flooring, painted wall. Modern sink. I finally got the modern sink, and I'll show you what Pokemon came from that as we go through this. Leaf house. Cool. Paper party cups. Flower print. You've restored a mini kitchen habitat. The marsh fishing spot. I need to actually make some muddy water to get those. Pokeball wall. I want to try that later. I want to try out the flooring at all just to see if it actually changes the material or if it's just literally wallpaper. Low-key rock stage. I wonder what Pokemon's going to show up for that, huh? Nothing but Pokeballs. I don't even have that Pokeball light yet. This could be meeting... Oh, this was for Suicune! Oh, God. Okay. Let's just pass all that. Hardwood flooring, winter print, stylish stone flooring. The reason I'm kind of going over this, by the way, is because I'm pretty much out of recipes to get. Like, I've gotten most of the recipes in the game by this point. Star pieces, by the way, are only really used for one other thing, so I went ahead and made a bunch of them. They're used for this, and some other Pokemon can transmute them into rare Pokemetal, I think, and that's really about it. Antique table, I was happy to get that. I am a big fan of the antique set. The woodsy scent. I don't know what's here. Work desk. I wish I had a desk to work at and not my terrible current job. Busman Octa, welcome in. This is just recapping. So the way I've been playing Pokopia is the main story has been played on stream, but I've been playing off stream to build like personal houses and dig for treasure and all that stuff. So I'm kind of going over a lot of the stuff that I've gotten in the past since I've last streamed it. And you know, that involves seeing all the various recipes and notes in this case. I need your advice. My daughter has been sobbing every night recently. She keeps saying that she wants to see Marie, and she just cries and cries. I tried giving her a plush toy that looked just like Marie, but she got angry and yelled that it wasn't the same. How are things with your family? I hope you're not going through the same thing, but if you happen to have any ideas about what to do, please let me know. Love, Minami. Wooden birdhouse. Picked one of those up. Park bench. Look at that habitat. Ribbon cake recipe. That was a neat find. Pokeball mat. Mat in the shape of a Pokeball. Looks stylish even with decor on top of it. And why did I clip this? Oh, I think I clipped it because I didn't see what I got out of this. Recipe for a guest room bed. Music mat. Plaster wall. A berry print. A scrap cube. Creepy white rocks for Glamora, looks like. Another habitat for it. Another recipe for a music mat. Oh yeah, I remember why I clipped this. That was the first time I heard that that clock gong at the top of the hour. Resort stool. While the stool looks stiff, the cotton padding inside makes it surprisingly soft. A fun photo of Pokemon. Alola May issue has been added to your human records. Alola! How many of Alola's tourist attractions do you think you can name? In our next issue, we'll provide a comprehensive introduction to Alola, including not only the most popular hotspots, but also some hidden gems. Do you guys know any cool spots in Alola? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck, I don't think I do. Another cliff leading outside. Squeaky clean. I don't know what that's going to be. I think that could be for Minccino, given the name, but I'm actually not sure. Garden flowers that I bought. Stylish flower plot with cute flowers in bloom. It would look great as a desk ornament. A cobblestone wall. Modern recipe for a modern sink after I fucking bought one. And then also, now that I have practically run out of recipes, there might be a couple left that I haven't gotten from Ripples. But now that I'm basically out of those, I'm actually able to get Pokemetal and rare Pokemetal out of them. So that's pretty cool. Screenshot from Elliot. A chic sofa. Large, narrow rug. There's a lot of those generic things. Simple bathroom. Can somebody tell me why you would find Dratini or Dragonair in a bathroom? Like, what is the story with that? String lights. I think that was just a cool picture. And this is just a cool area. Wall calendar. A calendar that's simple and easy to use. It meshes well with pretty much any wall. Cycling rest stop. That actually looks cool. Thinking it could be Cyclizar, perchance. Peculiar pattern. Photo of pattern furniture. And it's a leaf pattern that, quite frankly, I don't like very much. It's kind of nice, but maybe accenting one piece of furniture, not multiple. Cyan paint. Yeah, there's Kyogre again. He'll just show up whenever the hell he wants, and it doesn't matter where you are. If you are near the ocean, it doesn't matter how high above the ocean, he'll just show up. The microwave oven I haven't gotten to use yet. It needs electricity, but I do want to use that. We'll probably try that out on stream later. A lot of Pokemetal for cheap. Oblong rug, there you go. There's the Raikou. Okay, Platoon, so that's all happened recently. Grubby cell phone, a device with a cracked screen. It can't make any calls even when powered on. Tire park. Don't know what's gonna be there. Garden light. I actually want to get a bunch of these for the house in Withering Wasteland. Dry wildflowers. Home theater. I want to get speakers to see what comes up here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I know exactly what happened here. So I'm putting stuff away. And then suddenly, this bastard shows up. So from that modern mini kitchen habitat, we get Magmortar. Hi, nice to meet you. I actually just came to the area. Whoops. I fucked up. Alright, take two. I actually just came to the area recently, so I'm not used to it yet. But it seems like a super nice place to live. This is such a nice home. I'll have to be careful to not accidentally set it on fire. I'd cry so much if this place went up in flames. Yeah, I would too. I would be pretty pissed if a Magmortar waltzed in and burned my house down. Alright, Magmortar the Blast Pokemon. When shooting 3600 degree Fahrenheit fireballs from its arms, its body takes on a whitish hue from the intense heat. That's neat. Seen people when they go to the Cloud Islands for all the materials, they just break a whole bunch of blocks and take them back and repeat the process multiple times. I've done that with my homes. I haven't really done that a ton. Because, oh yeah, that's what it was. I got a recipe for a fan. I haven't really done much for making new habitats. Like, a lot of the habitats that I've gotten, Octa, have been from, going to dream islands and just kind of happening upon them, or sometimes when I'm walking around in one of the maps, I'll get them. But because I've been playing this so much more off stream than on, simply because, well, I can't stream during my work week. So when I play, I normally end up playing like an hour and a half a day, and it's either before or after work. And so a lot of the habitat informations I've just built up over time. So when I eventually start building the environment levels, I'll be working on that. Oh, taking them to trade. Yeah, taking them to trade is perfectly fine. Personally, in my opinion, it's really easy to just trade with the stuff that you can naturally pick up on the islands. Like, if you go to a dream island and, you know, there's a house or whatever, just take the furniture in the house. And, by the way, this Porygon shelf is hella cool. Like, I want to get one of these IRL. Yeah, just using that is perfectly fine. But yeah, no, I've seen people I've seen people do that too. Because I mean the blocks suck. Like, you have to trade a ton of them to get anywhere, but like I would rather hold on to a few pieces of furniture than have like 10 blocks of one material. But that's me personally. Cute bed. You'll feel like royalty sleeping on this cute canopy bed. Sticky web. Yeah, I didn't get to do this before, but with the Magnemite transformation, I guess have I streamed this since I finished the game? Maybe one time. But yeah, the Magnemite can actually take things like the driftwood and sticky web and stuff like that. So I've been trying to stockpile those because I think they'll be cool. Oh, yeah, check this out. Okay, so this is me bullying Lugia because I just wanted to have fun messing around with it. I wanted to see if I could like manipulate where it was going to drop its feather. And, yeah, if you do this enough, he just leaves. he just straight fucks off and he's like, nah, I'm not dealing with this. I was not happy about that because Lugia only, like, the ratio between getting Lugia and Ho-Oh is like 2 Ho-Oh, 1 Lugia. So I was mad when I did that because I really should have done it with Ho-Oh, but I mean, you don't know what you don't know, right? City House Kit. This is one of the last new things I got from the Ripples. Most of these other things should be bought, I think. Wow, I found a nice home. And you made it? Thanks. I think I'll chill out here for a while. Then after I do that, I'll go find the sea, I'll float around a bit, and then maybe just keep on doing that for a while. Yeah. Alright. Pelipper, the waterbird Pokemon, it protects its young in its beak. It bobs on waves, resting on them on days when the waters are calm. Large boulder. That's another thing you can pick up. Grubby rags. You can pick up anything with Magnemite. It's cool. Soft mat. The lumber. The piles of lumber. Cracked sandstone. Pokemon Monthly. Anniversary issue. Bird Pokemon are cute. Bird Pokemon are cool. Bird Pokemon are the best. 50 years ago, the first issue of Bird Pokemon Monthly was published in the hopes of sharing these feelings of admiration and appreciation of bird Pokemon with people everywhere. We are honored to celebrate the golden anniversary of this publication, and we're dedicated to extolling the virtues of these majestic creatures for many more years to come. Does anyone even remotely have, like, any admiration for most bird Pokemon? I do think the Birdkeeper outfit is cool, but I mean, what can I say? The rocket outfit's awesome. Alright, this was what it looked like. The Pokemon Center with the Jirachi event. We'll take a look at that in a second. There you go. That was me showing that you can get Pokemetal. Actually, this was crazy. This was 3 rare Pokemetal ingots in a row. I thought that was wild. I still think that was cool. This was yesterday, actually. I got the coveted Mew stamp. You can soft reset and just get a new stamp every day, I've learned. But I don't really feel like doing that because that sounds obnoxious and a waste of time. So, getting a legendary stamp and Mew, I think Mew and Mewtwo both have the highest rarity, but I mean, Mew stamp, it's my favorite. What can I say? Yeah, I haven't gotten to put up the Porygon shelf yet, but I figured it would be like the wall-mounted shelf, that like white one. Yeah, it's cool that it can be used like that. Don't like most bird Pokemon, that's why I think a lot of flying types are just boring. I mean, most of them are. I think like Male and Pheasant has a cool design, and it has decent stats, honestly, but it has the crappiest move pool. Like, tell me why the physical attacking bird got nothing but a bunch of special attacks. What is the story? And I mean, Mega Staraptor is awesome. Staraptor was already sweet, but then Mega Staraptor comes in. Contrary, an awesome move pool. Blaze Kick is getting put on more Pokemon, which is super sick. Mini Plain Bed. Feel your pattern. Broken Timber, different from the Worn Timber. And then that was just a little bit ago. Alright, so that was all of Pokopia that I've done in, I don't know, how long did that take? How long have I been live on YouTube? I've been live on YouTube for half an hour now, and I've done nothing but show off a bunch of fucking screenshots. Again, I think Unpheasant's design is cool. It doesn't look too outlandish. I like the color accenting. But I can understand it. I think it's best to eat slowly. That way I get to enjoy delicious food even longer. I'm not that type. Do you guys eat fast? Part of the reason I eat fast is because of where I work, or the industry I work. But I mean, for the most part, I was a relatively fast eater anyway, so. Yeah, I like the way that the Pokemon Center is all decorated. I don't know if it's decorated this way just for Jirachi, because I did get to trigger the Sableye event, but I barely got to play it because that was when I started the game. And the Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff event was before I had the game, so I don't know if it always looks that exact same way. I don't think it does. It probably wouldn't. But the shooting stars look really nice. Dinner table surprise. You eat fast just because you've always eaten fast? Yeah, for the most part, me too. I normally eat, like, extremely fast. As an aside, while there is an event going, the Pokemon Center is not open. Well, I mean, like, it's open, but nobody's gonna trade in it. So I took note of this. I looked online too. When there's an event going in the game at all, nobody will be trading in the Pokemon Center. Wow, that was a lot of coins. Cool. Alright, let's see. I really need to get the environment going. Resort bed. That looks pretty cool. Let's get these hedge seeds though. And everything else I think I'm good on, so let's go ahead and finally talk to our starry little boy here. Oh, nice to meet you. Do you want me to grant you a wish or something? Huh? No. You want to hear about my wish? That's the first time anyone's asked me that. You're pretty interesting. I'm planning to stay here for a while, so I hope I can get to know you better. Jirachi, the Wish Pokemon. It's believed that when this Pokemon wakes from its 1,000-year slumber, it will grant any wishes written on the notes attached to its head. Hey Ditto, could I ask you a favor? Yay, thank you! Okay, so, I really want wish notes that shine. I once saw a wish note as bright as a star and it was so pretty. I want to collect a bunch of them. A shining wish note is a wish note that contains a granted wish. If you have a wish note, you can give it to a Pokemon when you accept their request. It will become a shining wish note when you fulfill that request. I know how to make regular wish notes. I'll teach you how, so try making some. I prepared some special rewards to thank you, so please go out and make a bunch of wish notes that shine. Is the event just gone forever once the time period ends? No, so what you have to do is, the events in this game are locked behind an internet update of some kind. To receive a shiny wish note, you must have a wish note to give to a Pokemon you accept the request. Okay, I see. So a lot of Pokemon are just gonna develop requests now that I have this. So yeah, the way it works is that there's some sort of like small server ping that the game does that actually unlocks the event happening. Also just noticed this game's a little on the loud side. Let's turn it down a tinge. So then once it gets that server confirmation, then it'll unlock the event. And then once you have that event flagged as having been participated in the game, then you can time travel back or forward to it. But you have to get that server ping. So like, for example, because I got the game late, I cannot whatsoever partake in the first event that was the Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff line. That cannot happen. Like this file is locked out of that until next year when it happens. But I could travel back to do the Sableye one that ran when I first started. Ichi, how you doing, dude? Okay. So, let's go ahead and see what we need. Correct. Let's see what we need to make these wish notes. Oh God, help me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You need vine rope, which is fascinating. Give this note to a Pokemon in need and help grant their wish. So it's kind of obnoxious. I mean, getting vine ropes isn't terrible. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need, but I'm glad I started stockpiling them. When will I actually begin playing the game? I'm playing the game now, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and, I guess talk to people. I saw that Ariados had one. I'm guessing the only Pokemon that are going to have requests are the ones that actually have this. I have a favor to ask, Ditto. Is now a good time? I don't remember what voice I gave Ariados. It would be so helpful if I had one piece of fluff. Would you like me to hold on to that wish note? I can certainly do that. Okay, interesting. So, I guess a lot of these are gonna be rather generic, which would make sense. I mean, how else would you do an event like this other than have people like the only deviation I could see from this is if Pokemon not only wanted materials but also wanted pieces of furniture and stuff like that. I wonder how many of these we can have going at a time. Wish note you gave them is shining. My goodness! Just look at this wish note shine. Since you're here, why don't you take it back with you, Ditto? Only 2 or 3? Darn. I was gonna have, like, a ton of them going all at once. Hey, Linksword, there's something I wanted to ask you. Do you think you could help me out? Gnome could really use a mushroom lamp. You wanted me to hold on to that wish note for you? Alright. What's good about this too is I already have a ton of, maybe not a ton, but I already have a stockpile of requests. Due today. Okay, so some of these are time sensitive. So I can kind of multitask and get some of these done while also doing this. Okay, where'd Growlithe go? Don't you think this place is kind of nice? This kind of place is nice, rather? Excuse me. Perpetual mess. Okay, so he wants me to make habitats. Interesting. Alright, let's fly around and see who else we can do something for. Yeah, it's Animal Crossing-esque in the sense that the events are on, like, it's a cycle. Suddenly craving a simple hamburger steak. Well, I don't have a simple one. I have a bunch of tomato ones, but whatever, that's fine. Oh yeah, there you go. Right as you were saying it, Doctor. But yeah, no, the events are cyclical, so by March next year, I guess, when they rerun the hop-up event, we'll be able to get that at least. I'll take that copium. Oh my god! Where did all that fluff come from? Simple hamburger steak. Well, it's a good thing I've been stockpiling a bunch of materials. I guess while we're doing this too, I don't know exactly what kind of buffs Moslax can give, but you can have some bread. Bread is nice and filling. Grow closer with other Pokemon. Nice. That's actually really good. For what we're doing today, that is awesome. Okay, I'll get these, then go back to the house and see if the Pokemon there have anything to offer. The back. On Charizard? Nice! Hey, that one I do have! But this is mine. Ooh, some carrots. Nice. I'll be doing a lot. At some point I'll visit a Dream Island. At some point I'll probably I'll go to some other areas and do quests there and just see how far I can get in the event, but I also want to make sure I do all the dailies and you know, all that kind of crap. Need more jars of honey. Think you can get me one? Okay, since I have to go back home to get that, let's talk to Jirachi really quick. Are they in here? Whoa, okay, all this stuff looks really cool. Cloud Cannon? I'm gonna close up shop. I want this. For a shining wish note. Okay, so is it one wish note per item? I wonder. But fireworks are a Pokemon with the explode specialty inside. Light the fuse and watch them fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what, there's 10 items? I've seen that these can be changed. It's all for seeing far away. Place it outside and try taking a peek through it. I've seen that all of these items can be color changed. And that technically, by color changing them all, there's 400 quote-unquote unique items, but that there's like 10 or 11 items, I think. So let's take a look really quick. Let's look at Cerebi and see. Thanks for bringing me to Frostlass's page, Cerebi. $10 Jirachi items for 1 ticket each. And once you buy 8, you get a surprise item. Okay, so that's not too bad. So there's 11 items total. And it looks like every Pokemon will probably give you a request. Which is kind of problematic because there's still a lot of Pokemon I don't have. You know what a canoe is? I kind of want one by my home. Alright, so let's go up here, see if Wingull or Pelipper have anything. Wingull's not even there. Ninetales isn't here. I don't see... Magmortar is on this floor, but I don't see a speech bubble, so... Okay. So I have a bunch of crap in this box that, honestly, I just kind of need to get rid of. For now, I can take these beans and the honey. Say is nothing. Magmortar's not here. Okay, so we can make a hamburger steak real quick. And I need a place to put all the Jirachi crap. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, I'm just gonna make a quick storage box. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at those other requests. So, Azurill wanted a canoe. Mushroom lamp. Okay, so some of these are due today. Some of them have more time. That's cool. A perpetual mess habitat. Thankfully, it'll take me right to that. So I need, cardboard boxes and 2 toys. Okay, and as for toys, what is the cheapest toy I can make? Toy blocks. Whoops. And then canoe. I'm very efficient at doing this, as you guys can tell. See... Canoe. Paddle, bucket, and rope is all you need for a journey out to sea. That stuff uses more than, lumber, but whatever. What was this last one here? New, that, and then a mushroom lamp, right? Yeah, I do have fireworks. The one thing I don't know how to do, and I'm assuming is pretty simple to actually figure out, is make different colored dyes, but I haven't really felt like experimenting with that because, quite frankly, dyes aren't really something I care about. So, that's stuff I will eventually figure out, but I can just make the simple like red firework or whatever. All that good. Five iron ingots. Got all shiny. You can have it back though. Right. Okay, which one of these is Azrael's habitat? This one right here? Okay. Sure. You can't shower without your canoe, after all. Everybody knows that. Ooh, that's actually nice. Thank you. Am I able to make any dyes right now? If I took some berries to... Or not berries, no, yeah, if I took berries to somebody with crush, I could, yeah. I haven't really done that because, like I said, dyes... Like, for the most part, dyes are an aesthetic thing. And, I can't remember what Meowth wanted. Oh, yeah, the honey. Anyway, I digress. Aesthetic things I don't really mess with too much, so dyes are something that I haven't really stockpiled. And because I haven't really stockpiled them, I don't know what Pokemon I have that can actually crush. Other than some Pokemon in the Skylands that I have. Wait a second. No, I missed my chance. He was looking out the ocean and everything. Bowls of simple soup. That's kind of a problem, actually. I'm not gonna lie, other than using fresh water, I don't know how to get more water for soup. I wanted to try sucking water up and just like putting it in a basin to get for later, but I don't know if that actually works for making soup. Or using for cooking. I haven't even built that that utensil either. Oh, I was going to see Gloom, right. Mushroom lamp. That is not the mushroom lamp. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't think the vending machines would actually give you stuff. I thought it was just going to be all flavor text. Well, if that's the case, I don't have to be so stringent with the few fresh waters I've already got. And I guess I can make an Elekid habitat too. That's nice. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll probably move this party over to... I almost called it Wildspire Waste. I'll probably move this over to the Withered Wasteland and hook up some things over there. Because there's a couple of vending machines out there that I wanted to... Wow, really? That's so weak. Do I have a utility pole on me? Nope. Spring shower. Cool. Dude, oh my god, so many habitats. Office storeroom for Dragapult. Again, what's with the ghost types in the storeroom? Okay, what are you doing? Did he just pick up clay? I think he just picked up clay somewhere. Where do I have these things? Okay, so really quick, while I'm already getting this set up, I might as well just get a bunch of vending machines set up. I have them in a couple different spaces, I think. Did I see one in here? No, I'm bugging. Yeah, I had a couple, and I think I didn't have them properly, like, pieced together. I had a canoe already. Yeah, there's a vending machine in here. My storage has gotten a little on the messy side, which kind of sucks, but happens. It's gonna take time for them? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Okay, I want to keep the tree here, but I wanted to have that gap too, so like... that. I'll move that. Or I could push them together. It's obnoxious that one isn't getting hit here, but I guess I'll just put this here and call it good. Whatever. Yeah, I like the one space gap. I think that's neat. Needs to be restocked. That sucks. Well, whatever. Like I said before, A game like this works a lot better when you already have knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, then, well, everything just kind of sucks. I'm just gonna push them together, fuck it. I wasn't gonna, but it's like, why the hell not, you know? That's annoying. Alright, so if I get one more, I can just have my vending machine wall over here, so that'll be cool. Right, anyway, let's go find Growlithe really quick and put together that habitat. Perfect. There you go, bucko. Scattered toys and cardboard. Just when you think you're done tidying up, this mess somehow returns. That wasn't very worth it. Okay, we have 6 of these, so we're doing good so far. What other requests do I have? Should I move? That was not what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, the simple soup. Right. That's kind of obnoxious. Let's go to a different area. If somebody else has that request, then we can make a multiple of it and knock it out that way. As of right now, oh wait, no, I can just use the stylish cooking pot to make the soup. Duh. Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway, I can go ahead and stockpile some more requests from all the other areas, so that's cool. How to remove the black sludge stuff? Yeah, that's part of the story. I just haven't done it because I don't want to tote around a Pokemon and play basically a really poor version of Super Mario Sunshine. That just doesn't sound very fun. Hey, carrots, thank you. It's like Mew knew exactly what I wanted. I want to get that rock. Okay. So one of the reasons why I wanted to come back here was because I want to get these two vending machines set up. I've got 5 utility poles. Dude, come on. It's like perfect. Fine. What does this reach? Wow, really? Alright, so that can be connected like that for now. That's cool. Alright, War Turtle has our first request. Shredded salads. I can't remember how to make a shredded salad. Is that leaf and bean? Because what I have is a simple salad, right? Yeah. Didn't mean to talk to you. Simple salad. Hey, there we go. I love the exchange of I already have the item. Hold this for me. I will then give you the item you request, and then you can give me back the thing I just gave you. That is so goofy. Trying to get the habitat of putting the blocks that I grab back. Really? Now that I'm not in the area that has the bell, you're here? You couldn't have shown up when I was in Bleak Beach for like 20 minutes. Oh, please. Well, at least I can see my treasure spots. Oh, that's right. You need to have a... I think it's any Pokemon that has... What is that ability called? I don't remember. I guess it would be the cut ability, but you know what I mean. Like Scyther, Scizor, Dartrix, Decidueye. Multiple Pokemon have it, but you don't need specifically Dartrix. Chop, thank you, God. Stop cut. I mean, let's be real. This is a Kanto game. It's cut. I thought about it. I thought about messing with him because I'm so annoyed he never shows up when I want him to. Neat. Hardly anyone here has any requests. Oh God, how long ago did I do that? That must have been weeks ago. Okay, well nobody else here really wants anything, so... whatever. I'll go see Onyx in his little cave. Just in case. Exactly. Okay. So let's just go down the list. I can go ahead and use Dartrix here anyway, since there's a cutting board already set up. Kind of annoying. I don't even need these anymore. I'm just kind of getting them out of, like, habit, I guess. Like, realistically speaking, I have more than enough relics to get everything. I just really want to keep collecting them. Can you only get so many, Well, I guess it doesn't help that everyone's sleeping here. I bet if more of the Pokemon were awake, I'd be getting more requests, but considering that everyone's knocked out, that's not really helping me any. An industrial bed. I might. Are you guys psyched for the eventual video of me appraising like 1,000 lost relics? That's gonna be a stream. That's gonna be a stream that I, like, upload to the YouTube channel for people to watch. Because who in their right mind would possibly have so many lost relics? No, Haunch Crow, why you gotta do me like this? Did you? I want something too. A loaf of simple bread. That's my goat. They did you dirty with the stat distribution, but you know what? You're my goat for a reason, Decidueye. God, I wish you were better. Like, I genuinely love both forms of Decidueye, and they both suck so bad. One bowl of yellow paint. You're... Okay, you are still following me. Hope going through that door doesn't cause any issues. Oh, there we go. It did pop up. But shredded salad, there we go. Okay. My champ's up. A bowl of simple soup. It's probably not gonna have that. What it's gonna end up being, will just be the recording of a VOD. So like as you're watching now, but it'll just end up being uploaded properly. Wow, I've never seen a Pokemon climb a waterfall before. That was fascinating. Okay, go away, Dartrix. Set of cleaning supplies. Ali. No, one Pokemon wanted the salad, but I now have two Pokemon that want the soup, so it's actually kind of good that it's evolved like that. Because I need more reasons to make the soup. And nobody is here right now. It bugs me how far away and disconnected the museum is from the other half. Like, it really does feel like two smaller towns instead of one big one. Oh yeah, I never finished putting these together. I forgot about that. Gimme Ghoul is cool, I guess. He doesn't want anything. Well, since we're here, I don't have fresh water. Damn it. These grow. Anyway, we'll go to Sparkling Skylands. We'll just hit everything, gather up as many requests as possible, and then just go on the grand tour, trying to turn them in. Yeah, I've thought about if I really want to set up any sort of rail system. I might for Rocky Ridges just to make traversal between the two areas easier. But I think that's going to be the only edge case of that. I'm going to do this a few more seconds. When you go to an area, the ripples don't start showing up for a few seconds. I don't know why that is, but that is the thing I've learned about this game. Please, thank you. Okay. I don't know if it's my controller or the game not registering the B inputs. I think it's the game, because my controller isn't that bad. Like, it's not completely dropping inputs or not reading button presses properly. It just has some drift. So, I think it's just a matter of, like, how the game reads the input. I don't get it. That being said, I do have a few controllers on the way. I have a proper Pro controller for the Switch 2 that I want to try out. And there was also a good deal on a bunch of controllers at like Best Buy over the past weekend. Or not even past weekend, it was like 2 days ago, I think. And really, I only got those because they're just going to be nice beater controllers that I can use for like my Switch 1 and whatever else I need, I guess. But if they are delivered, I need to go pick them up, and that involves going to my pop's place, which I don't really feel like doing when I've had a horrible work week, so... Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, though. I think tomorrow is Super Skarmory raid day, which doesn't even really need to have the super suffix added. But that was the wrong one. That's gonna drive me up a wall. So maybe I'll just make a day of it and go to the area that I normally play Going anyway. Could be fun. A bouquet of extravagant flowers. I've not made a bouquet yet. I'm gonna guess it involves just having a bunch of flowers. Crazy, I know, but... That's an annoying spot. You've got to be... I'm just glad the relic landed up there. Oh, it was stone, never mind. It's a football! I chiseled it! Great. Just great. I don't want to do anything. I'm completely, utterly burned out. Oh, hey, Linksword. Sorry you gotta see me like this. Fixing up that big old building with you was so much fun. I've never worked on anything so exciting before. I tell ya, I poured everything I had into it. Make no mistake, it's my masterpiece. But now, well, as you can see, I ain't got nothing left in me. I've tried imagining other buildings, you know, huge ones, but none of them make me feel anything. Like they're not even worth building. What am I supposed to do now? That's not a bad idea. Maybe a little travel will get me out of this funk, huh? Those Pokemon centers here and there all have a different look to them, don't they? I've always wanted to see them for myself. Think you could bring me to them? Maybe share some fun memories while we're walking. Can't have a journey without stories to tell. Eh? We'll do that later. Sure. What's Cadabra's? I don't know! Dry? Is there another objective to do in this game or goal for it? Peters, please, man. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. Do you know what I'm actively doing right now? Like, are you aware of what the event is that's going on right now? Because that will speed this whole process up way more. Mini bookcases. I don't even have Matang. More mini bookcases and set them up around town. That's actually kind of cute. It reminds me of do you guys have like little free libraries set up in like some neighborhoods and whatnot where people can just go around and either drop in like books or just take them out and read them? I know that some cities and neighborhoods do, but not all of them. They also do have some of those set up for things like canned goods and stuff too. They go by different names. Some people I've heard them called like gnome libraries or fairy libraries or something, which I'm pretty sure like theologically those two factions are against each other. But you know, they're supposed to be like small little areas where you can just go and like find a book. Oh, great. Wasn't paying attention to my PowerPoints. We'll just eat these. You see what I'm doing? I don't think you do see what I'm doing because I don't think you know what we're doing right now. I'll explain. The event is that Jirachi wants us to go through... Where was that spot? There it is. Jirachi wants us to go through and basically fulfill a bunch of wishes that people have. Like, if somebody has a want or desire, Jirachi wants us to go and do that for them. Like, make it come true. And then in exchange... No. In exchange, Jirachi will give us items. Uh-oh. I always worried about that happening. That is the first time that's happened. In exchange for completing people's wishes, we get tickets, and we can use those tickets to get unique items for the event. And also, somewhere along the way, you end up befriending Jirachi. I don't know when or where, but you can have Jirachi stay permanently. Same as the Hoppip line, and I'm assuming Sableye would have too, but, well, bad timing for us. Anyway, this area has the least Pokemon, so it's not surprising that we didn't get a ton of requests here. Yeah, so we got 2 Loafa bread, Loafa? Loafa bread. Lepa bread for Vulpix. And a bouquet of extravagant flowers for Superior. Which I genuinely don't actually know how to make, so we'll see. Oh, type that info to get. Neat. Also, I did read it, but I didn't address it until now. But I'm not time traveling because I just have things set up as they are, and it's perfectly fine. I don't really mind the fact that I kind of have to fight for these because This is kind of what I expected going into the event. And, like, I only have so much time to play anyway. I don't want to mess around with settings that much. And besides, messing with settings when it comes to things like Pokemon games can be obnoxious. Because who knows when I'm going to get a bug and want to try and do something for, like, mainline, like Scarlet or Violet or Sword and Shield or something. And then I get punished for having time traveled, you know? Who weighs more between you and Charmeleon? You are a bird. You are a tiny little bird, Rowlet. There we go. Oh, dang. I'm out of notes. Sure, why not? Crouton salad. That's annoying, but at least I know how to do that one. Trying to keep it forever. Yeah, I'm trying to keep Jirachi forever. All these other bastards, they're out of luck. Jirachi's mine. I'm sad nobody has made a Wishmaker reference or noticed the Twitch stream description, or not description, but the title. Because Wishmaker is an awesome movie. Wishmaker is really good. Honestly, I feel like it's just a stellar Pokemon movie, and the false Groudon is so tough. I didn't mean to do that, but that was lucky timing. Okay, so we got 3 here. Okay, let's take a look-see. So, in the areas, I have a shredded salad for Warsortle, which I already have. Simple soup for Trubbish, and also for... who else? I can't remember. Who else wanted the soup? A champ, okay. Industrial bed, a bowl of yellow paint, Tripping recital, so I have time for that, which is nice. 2 different beds, some cleaning supplies, and a crouton salad. Alright, so let's go back to Rocky Ridges. Actually, no, I need to go back to, I need to go back to Bleak Beach so I can get my fresh water. Alright, Entei's mad because it's humid. Get it, dude? Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know. I don't remember what actually makes simple soup. Some beans. Yeah, put the beans on it. Okay, so we had a guest room bed and an industrial bed. I have one of these somewhere, but I might as well just make it. Iron. Oh, this one. That I made like a trillion of. Okay. What else did we have? So, good salad we've got. Simple soup we've got. Simple soup. Industrial bed. Yellow paint. Cleaning supplies. So cleaning supplies, a perch, and a standing mic. Perch. I guess I could just use the perch that I already had set up, but whatever. Standing mic. This is really nice too, because this is getting me to actually make a lot of this crap that I've been holding on to. I mean, I've been holding on to it for this similar purpose, but not exactly this one, but it works out. That's really funny, actually. That's almost exactly what I have set up here. I'm not making that now, but I could. Okay, oh, leopard bread, right. And then the bouquet of extravagant flowers. Wow, that was hard to say. Then leopard bread. Do I have leopard berries? I gotta grab them. Yeah, I know it's multiple days. It's until the 8th, so we have like, what did I say, a week? I have, call it 12 days. But the problem is, one, I have other games I want to play and stream, and two, I don't get that much time in my daily life to play games, so. For me, it's important to get as much of this done in this stream. Because this is, relatively speaking, where a lot of the action is. Action for this game. No, you can't tap faster like in New Horizons. But you can... I mean, part of the reason you could do that in New Horizons was because they didn't have the multiple crafting thing set up. I mean, they didn't even have that set up until recently. So you don't really need it for this game. We're just going here now. I've got 9. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go in here now. Let's just buy all the items now real quick. And then I can mess with them later. Ooh, 10. Nice. Instead of twinkling stars, decorate your wall with these for a touch of cuteness. Big star-shaped mat. It looks stylish even with furniture on it. The moon clock is cool looking. That is super cool looking. Moon-shaped clock with a swaying pendulum. What will happen when it strikes the hour? A lot of these look like remint. I guess you'd call them like little habitats, but you know, like the little figures from Rement, like they make relatively quote unquote cheap blind boxes where you can get like a Pokemon figure that's in a small little environment. Reminds me of those. A lamp with a sleeping Jirachi perched on top, perfect for placing by your bedside. Star-shaped dresser. Look into the mirror to change your transformation and perfect your look. Thank you for all the shining wish notes. When I look at them, they make me feel so warm inside. I'm so happy. You got the shooting stars photo frame. The cloud table, a colorful cloud table. It may look fluffy, but it's actually solid. Incoming fluffy snake. Starry sky bed. A bed covered in sparkling stars. Sleeping in it might make you dream of flying through a starry sky. And last, the star closet. A closet with many stars painted on it. Open the doors and store your stuff inside. Time to close up shop. Yeah, go for it. So we'll see how this works. I'd like to befriend Jirachi while I'm still live. Something tells me that was a mistake. Oh, I also forgot to heal. I was gonna heal at the Pokemon Center and I forgot. So, like, if you ask Jirachi to close up shop, nobody's gonna do anything, right? But, like, what's the point? Yeah, like, what is the point of having Jirachi stop if nobody else is gonna set up anything? We can check the other Pokemon centers, but... I should also still have... Okay, so I do still have these. I forgot the crouton salad. Oh. Can't befriend Jirachi till after the event, and by that time you need to have his habitat set up. Oh, okay, gotcha. Is the habitat shown anywhere, or is that just something you have to look up, or like know through osmosis? Oh, look, there's Mew. Takes like 4 or 5 pieces of furniture. I mean, that's not surprising. I'll just look it up really quick since I'm already on Cerebi, so. Oh, the Hisuian Decidueye event is back. Neat. Surrounded by stars. In the picture, I don't know how you get this, but or how you get the hint for this, but I'll just set up the habitat in here really quick. And even though I don't need to set it up exactly as such, I might as well, because why the hell not? Oh, I need electricity, damn it. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to set up electricity for this place. That is a really cute lamp. I like that a lot. Okay, well the good news is I at least have sources of electricity, and one is right here. The bad news is I only have 3 utility poles. That's gonna be obnoxious. Oh god. I could do that as a stopgap. Maybe I will, I don't know. Let's work on the home a little bit here. So if I set it here, does it still reach? It does not. There goes that plan. That sounds good, Oxa. You have yourself a good night. Thanks for swinging by. And good luck. For the intents and purposes of just setting up the habitat, we're just going to do that. And I can go through and refine it later, but... Surrounded by stars habitat. Surrounded by shining stars and fluffy clouds, you'll feel like you're living in a dream. Alright, so we got that set up. We are in time for Jirachi to make that its home. But for now, I guess I screwed us out of getting more of the trades today, which is fine. I don't know if I necessarily want to gather more of them. Like, okay, before I go crazy with this, let's take a look at stuff. Okay, so I could make this a lake. That'd be kind of cool. I guess you guys can enjoy Mew sleeping for a second. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so we got the shooting star picture frame, which we're good here. Is there any information on these on Cerebi? They aren't normally super in-depth when it comes to the spin-off games. Oh my god, okay. So, Star Closet, I checked the Star Closet because that was the first item. Star Closet color variants. You may paint 3 parts of this item. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show this on stream really quick. Browser. Cool. Okay, so take a look at this, chat. Uh-oh. How do I control this? How the hell do you scroll this? How did I chroma key it? How did I just chroma key it? You gotta be fucking shitting me. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, here's what we're gonna do instead. I will not be able to view chat at all, but I'm just gonna window cap my own screen really quick, because that's easier. Okay, so, behold. So this is the Star Closet specifically. If we go back, I didn't actually open it in a new tab, whatever. Let's just go to base Cerebi, and I'll just scroll down to the page, which God knows where the hell it is. Wish upon a Jirachi. Okay, so here we go. So these are all the items new in the event. Sorry for the choppy scrolling. So we'll click on the Star Closet first, because that was the one we already covered. Why is it not? Okay, whatever. One second, chat. Okay, sorry about that. Star Closet here. Color may vary when placed slightly due to lighting. You may paint 3 different parts of this item. Okay, so this is the stars that are here. You can already see these. The star frontal pattern. You can change all of that and get 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 different color variations of this. Next, the second paint area has the same 19 color permutations. And okay, so this is the trim, basically. And then last, with the same 19 permutations, how did they even get the image files for this? This is ridiculous. But you can see here that basically with 3 different parts of these, you can create a lot of different color permutations. So getting a few of these isn't really outlandish, especially if you like them. If you go to like, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Cerebrate really lags on my computer. Let's go to the cloud table really quick. And this only really has the one, which makes sense. But you can change it. That purple looks really nice, actually. And have it be any of these colors. Over here, we've got the starry sky bed. Actually see what categories they fall into too, which is nice. You can paint 3 different parts of this item. So the stars on the sheets, the I don't know what you call this part of a blanket. The hem, I guess? I don't know. It also affects the star, which is kind of cool. And then the frame of the bed itself. So all of these have a whole lot of different permutations to them. I'm curious about... we'll check the mat, the lamp, the moon clock, and the decorations too. I don't know if you can actually do anything with the decorations. This just says nothing. Okay, so the star mat you can't do anything with. You can paint 2 different parts of this item. It looks like the lamp stand is the primary part that changes. And then, oh my god, you can change the whole actual lamp part. That's so cool looking. Like, look at the red. The red looks sick. The clock. You can paint 2 parts of this item. So the pendulum part itself you can paint. And then not only the clouds, but like the inside of the moon. That's so cool. Like, look at that rose one. That looks really, really good, honestly. And the decorations, I don't think you can change these. You can change these decorations. I had no idea. There are 3 different parts to this item. What is... So just this specific star trail, I think, is the only part. The star trail, it's these smaller stars, I think. Or some of them. It's a couple of the stars. You can't even paint the big, the big yellow star in the middle. That is the only part you can't, but depending on which area of these 2, you paint some of the stars. So yeah, there's honestly, I mean, there's a lot to pick up, quite frankly. Excuse me. Okay. That was weird looking. They were green. Does that mean they're restocked? Probably not. Press a button. Bottle of soda pop. Fizzy sparkling soda. If you take a sip and spit it out, it becomes seawater. A bottle of chili sauce. So that's how you end up getting these. Okay. So it says to try again tomorrow. I wonder... Yeah, the fact that we got that was pure luck because this green panel stays green the entire time. I wonder if it actually resets at midnight or if it's... Well, I mean, it has to reset at midnight. It's 12:20 my time, so... Either way. So let's go ahead and check these vending machines over here. If this is the case, because I don't know how many items there are. Where did Entei get those from? Before we go to those vending machines, let's go over here. So the vending machine. It looks like we'll spit out any of the bottled items, which would be Moo Moo Milk Coffee, the chili sauce, and... There's the fresh water. God, I could not find that. Fresh water. There's also soda pop. We don't know what else is there. There is, excuse me. Sauce with an enticingly spicy flavor. You take a sip and spit it out. It becomes lava. The milky coffee becomes muddy water. Fresh water, I'm assuming will just be water. So there's different items. The Moo Moo Milk Coffee is not a standard Pokemon item. The chili sauce also isn't. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's going to be other items that I don't know about. We got the soda pop, but... What? Okay, whatever. We got the soda pop, but there's also... I need to go to a Dream Island before I forget. There's also, you know, as far as standard Pokemon goes, Lemonade is something. I don't know if Lemonade is in this game, but Lemonade is an item that would come out of a vending machine. I should be able to make vending machines, but I could also just... I could also just go to some places and just pick them up off the Dahlia Islands, which... I don't think there's one that I'm gonna go to. I want to try... I'm not gonna try the Dragonite one, because I've been to it more than enough times, but we'll go to the Clefairy one, because I haven't been to that one much. Rock Peak Dream Island. Yeah, I've been here a couple times, but I actually don't remember. The vending machines, as an aside, are on the Pikachu Island. Maybe the Eevee one too. I kind of doubt it, but for sure the Pikachu one. So like I was saying, before with this is sort of like the other half of the Rocky Ridge. Maribel, jeez. Yeah, I used to come to the Arcanine one a lot because this is how I was getting my Stylish Stone. But whereas the Arcanine one is more for the inside of Rocky Ridge, this is more on the outside of it. There's some driftwood to get. Not gonna go crazy here, but I will at least get the stuff that I can while I'm here. You guys are kind of getting a taste of how I go about the Dream Islands to begin with, so. Seashells. A lot of the items that I have really, I mean, came from farming the daily islands. I didn't really ever intend to, but it's like, you know, it's just kind of how they fell. I don't have time for this. If I decide to make a bunch of vending machines, which I might, I'm gonna need this copper ore. Kind of an annoying spot. Plenty of copper ore here, okay. Was interesting, okay. Okay, not bad. So apparently, when you do befriend Jirachi, Jirachi has the litter ability and will actually leave Stardust for you, which is really nice. I don't know how much those star pieces can actually go for when trading them. But like I said, they can be transmuted with another Pokemon to make rare Pokemetal, which is really nice. Rare Pokemetal is basically your ticket to anything in the game, whether that be through 3D printing or trading. Yeah, the rare Pokemetal is it. And I will probably end up using a bunch of this copper to make a bunch of vending machines. I don't know exactly how I'll go about it or where, but there is a good chance I just build Vending Machine City somewhere, maybe in Bleak Beach, because there's already a lot of power there. It bugs me that I asked you to transform or revert every time you use Magnemite. Like, Magnemite isn't that complex that you're gonna be using it and then constantly transform when you're not trying to. Oh, there's some. As for the rest of the Jirachi event, I think what I'll end up doing is I might hold off on, I might not do the requests that involve building new habitats and whatnot, but if there's any quests that I can do easily without disrupting the environment too much, I'll probably do all of those and just see how much I can get. And honestly, I'm going to start taking this railway track too. Because I do have plans for the museum and would like a free way to get there. It's neat. I haven't really come back to these islands since I finished the Bleak Beach House. No, the lantern, dude. I almost feel like I should be collecting this stuff because I spent so much time collecting it, but I know that I actually don't need it, so. Not only do I not need it, but I can also just craft it now. After I spent so much time having to farm it daily to build the house, I can finally just craft it. Kind of obnoxious that it took that long, but whatever. I mean, progress is fine. I wouldn't call it amazing, but, like, got all the Jirachi stuff, got Jirachi's habitat set up. And now I can kind of just continue the event, mostly at my leisure through the next week that the event will be active. Which ultimately was the goal. Like I said before, I haven't, or rather, I didn't really get to play during the first two events, so this event has been the first time that I've been able to play an event. And so it's come down to not knowing about how they were going to work. And now that I know, well, now I know. And if you don't know, now you know. I haven't listened to a whole lot of Tupac's music, honestly. But from what I've heard of Biggie, I gotta say, if I was to fall on one side of that war, it'd probably be on Biggie. Know what I mean, chat? Chat, where does the chat fall in the Biggie Tupac debate? Probably not a good debate to start casually on stream. Alright, getting plenty of this copper ore. Ooh. Black spotted cliff rock. That's cool looking. I'm not gonna pick up these bushes because, quite frankly, that gets annoying after a while. Like, if I'm really looking for all of the bush and flower types, I'll come back. You know what I mean? Pokemon ingots. Yeah, so when it came to building the Bleak Beach House, the 3-story one that I have, it involved coming to this, or what was better, or what I did do at the time, was use the Arcanine one. Because I had the same kind of setup. And, I would have to harvest the stylish stone from whatever buildings were around. It was the farm for the Arcanine one. And then they both have whatever this building here is. And I would just have to destroy it and, like, take whatever I could. It was horrible. Camera, please. Also, I'm gonna take these doors. My turn. I do want to get that skylight. Skylight's cool. I like the way these houses look. They're very modern. No new habitat on this island. I think this is the first time I've gone to a dream island and not gotten a new habitat. We still have a ways to go, but that's what it's looking like so far. Normally there's a habitat by whatever house. Or structure, I should say. Limestone cave. Like those shrooms. Like these. So far, I have not needed the copious amount of limestone that Viper has told me I would need. Not saying that won't happen, but so far, it hasn't. Alright, do we get a new habitat? Wow, yeah, this is the first time I have not gotten a new habitat. That's crazy. So this lumber right here is actually one of the two different ones. That is the broken timber. I believe the first time I found Pokemetal while mining was in the Clefairy Island, wasn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, yeah, that's it for this Dream Island. There's nothing else I really want. Even though I'm right there, it's just easier to do this and saves PP. I am out of drink. Yeah, so I was hoping that if I told Jirachi to pack up, that he would be out here, but he's not. Before I end the stream, I'm gonna have to see if any of the other Pokemon want to set up shop with Jirachi gone. But at this point, I don't think they will. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and turn in these requests. I was gonna go ahead and put the stuff in my inventory away, but honestly, like, nah. I can do that off stream. It doesn't really do me any good to try and do that now, you know? The Jirachi really won't come until after the event? Interesting. Alright, here's your soup, bucko. I'm glad you don't have to go looking in your inventory to give them the item, because that would be a huge pain. Yeah, the Pokemetal ingots, the rare Pokemetal ingots, getting these back is awesome. Nice. Lot of money. Okay. Oh, you have to build that? I thought that was going to be an item you got from... Oh, no, it's... No, yeah. I thought this was going to be an item that you got from, the small... The small lost relics. That's surprising. Alright, let's see if anybody is in here now. Okay, so Pokemon are trading now. So by telling Jirachi to fuck off, basically, you do actually get trades. Which, that's pretty cool. Yeah, who'd found a whole fireplace? I'm gonna actually take that because I do like the look of the stone fireplace. And I don't know if I'm gonna use that anywhere else. Actually, while I'm here. No, I just actually healed, so... Well, might as well, right? The events is really cool. I just finished, so... I'm not really going to tell you much about the event if you don't want to hear it, but... it's simple enough. I mean... I've been playing this for 2.5 hours, and quite frankly, a lot of that was not the event. So you could probably do that pretty quick. Well, I guess this is gonna be slight spoilers, so the event basically boils down, if you wanna know about it, it's basically doing tasks for people, and they give you you need to have this thing here if you're interested. These wish notes, you need to make those with the vines, with vine rope. Random villagers are gonna come up with problems, and when you complete them, then they give you the note back, and it's like a wish fulfilled note, and then you trade those to Jirachi, and that's how it is. You exchange those notes for the items. And actually, with that Venonat one, I can actually do that. I hope it doesn't need to be on, because I don't have power routed through this place whatsoever. But, you can... Or I can do that one before I head off. Yeah, I think it's really neat. I could, but I also don't have any electric Pokemon in that area, so... You want a bonfire in your home? This is my home. You're gonna burn it down, you dumbass. Yeah, I'd love to have a gigantic raging fire in my home. That'd be nice. I really need to fix the potholes around here. There's so many holes that I've beaten up and bashed just to get treasure. Okay, I'm holding on to a ton of stuff. Machamp wanted something, right? Yeah, exactly. I should have gone into the cave. I forget that there's Pokemon that exist in that cave. Okay, so which of these did Bonsai want? Industrial bed. Because the one over there wasn't good enough. I forgot that. Well, sucks, Star Tricks. It's an easy one, at least. Bird Pokemon may swoop in and use the microphone to show off their singing skills. That sounds terrible. Oh, whoa. That's cool. Alright. Polychode. There they are. There you go. Dude, this Friday's Getting Crazy account posted late. That's shameful. Okay. And next Charcadet. Boy, now it really feels like I'm playing Animal Crossing. Nice. God damn it. Okay, anyway. You wanted this whole ass thing? What the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, good luck getting into it, asshole. Oh, man. Feels like it's been a long day, but also a short day. It has been an erratic day for me, let me tell you. Let me tell you, chat. Okay, so Vulpix is all the way over here. The water in this game behaves kind of weirdly sometimes. I wanted to get a picture of that, but I'll have to get a screen cap of one later in the week. Because I don't think, like, if you take this out... No, well, you do actually get to see it, which is neat. And it sparkles too. Yeah, that's cool. Like, it has a star pattern and everything on it, so. Anyways, I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for now. I don't really feel like going through and completing the rest of the requests. Yeah, so I'll be going through and doing this stuff later. I will probably also be, depending on how things go this weekend, I might stream this again. I might also not, because one, I want to play Elliot. I really, really want to play more of the Adventures of Elliot. Two, there is a new season for ZA that I kind of want to knock out sooner or later. So we'll see how things go for this week, but for now, I think that's really going to go ahead and do it. Like I said, through the week I'll just be gathering more. If nothing else, getting more of the decals. Where are those at? I might have put them in the box. Oh no, here they are. Yeah, these Star Wall decorations, I'll probably be getting more of these because I think they're cool. Anybody else, by the way, when they were a kid growing up, did they have those glow-in-the-dark stars? I had those. I love those things. I had those on my walls and ceilings. Even when we moved, I had those on my walls and ceilings for a very long time. Maybe I'll reclaim those. That could be fun. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Like I said, there's not too much more to get. We end up getting Jirachi after the event, I guess. And we've gotten at least one of all the items, so I'll just go ahead and collect more as I need to. Peters, why do you put so much in parentheses? Like, I know what you're going to be talking about. You don't need to specify what platform you're on or what things abbreviate to. Like, I'll understand if you just say like Undernight, or if you just say like Uni or Unis 2 or whatever. You don't need to be so extra with talking about stuff. By the way, how come none of this got touched up, huh? The entire building got touched up except for the back face of it. I think that's neat. Viper. Peters, the thing I asked about wasn't about how you're doing it. It was, is there a reason for it? Like, I know how the Warriors games work. They have different difficulties, and until you do the story mode, you're restricted to those characters. Like, I get that. But I was asking if there was a reason, like if there's an achievement or something for getting everyone max, or if you were just doing it for fun. I mean, successful job. You stalled me ending the stream by a good minute while I was trying to figure out what you were typing, but yeah, next time just say something like I'm leveling characters in story or in free play mode, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about. Like to the T, I'll know exactly what you're talking about. By you summarizing that one paragraph into one sentence. Like, for the most part, all the Warriors games are the same. The content will differ slightly, but I mean, the rough difference between something like Hyrule Warriors or Fire Emblem Warriors as opposed to something like Samurai Warriors is the setting. The setting and story, but the gameplay is going to be pretty similar. The systems are going to be pretty similar. This is obnoxious. Can I reach that? No. Okay, anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm heading off. Thank you guys for watching. You're just doing it for fun? Okay, I get you. Well, in that case, good on you, dude. I applaud it. I also take care of some wacky and contrived challenges like that. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. So thank you guys for watching. Not the longest stream, 4 hours. It's still pretty good. I ended up getting started kind of late because it's just been a wackadoodle day, honestly. Like, I had to wake up super early for an interview for a job that I don't even think I applied to. I think they just scouted me out and was like, hey, this guy has a marketing degree, so he can do sales. And it was the worst form of sales, so I didn't even bother to fill out the paperwork or do anything that they wanted. I just, nah, not doing that. Yeah, and then after that, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go sleep. So then I got another few hours of sleep, and the day's just been on and off in all aspects since then. But yeah, the next time I stream, which will be tomorrow, I'm sure, will probably be some ZA. Like I said, I just want to knock out the next season while I'm already doing it. And then it'll be some more Elliot. And more Elliot it will be, because I am psyched on that game. I may end up not streaming until late. Like I said, depending on if a lot of stuff has been delivered, I will probably just go to my pop's place and pick it up, because more than anything, I really want to get those new controllers. So this has been a good controller to me, but it's not amazing, and I know it's not amazing. And it is... What the fuck? That's crazy. I've never seen a Pokemon area like that. That was cool. Oh yeah, because I picked up Fluff earlier, right. But anyway, yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I will be seeing you guys at some point tomorrow with some Elliot, with some ZA. And, yeah, it's going to be a good time. Maybe actually Xenoblade. I do want to get back to Xenoblade and mess around with the kart racing a little bit more. But, I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, you guys take care. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a good weekend.